Welcome back, I'm Mauro, and this will be 5 tips how to use the Ronin-S. And yeah, I started teaching my wife how to use the Ronin-S cause I had a small foot injury. And in the end there will be some conclusions coming straight out of my wife's opinion. After using the Ronin-S for some days now, I came up with these simple tips for starters to follow. So the first mode that impressed me the most is so-called flashlight mode. And yeah, I like to call it Inception Mode. To set up the Ronin-S 360-degree roll, you need to connect the Ronin-S app to the Ronin-S via Bluetooth. Download the Ronin app. If it's your first time, you will have to activate the Ronin-S and registering via the app. The default password is 12345678. Next, go to the configuration mode, control settings and channels. Remap the channel 3 to the roll axis that was originally mapped as pan axis. Also, set the channel 1 to not assigned, to avoid any input on the tilt axis. Then hold the Ronin-S in the flashlight mode and double tap the front trigger to recenter the gimbal orientation. Simply push the joystick left or right to get the gimbal rolling continuously. The speed and smoothing is adjustable within the motion page under the configuration control settings. And there you have it, 360 Inception Mode that somebody also calls Infinity Mode. Second one, Sport Mode. This mode will actually maximize responsiveness while maintaining stability of the camera to help capture fast transitions and high-speed subject frames. To trigger the Sport Mode, you have to hold down the M button while operating. Once you release the M button, the Ronin-S returns to the previous mode. Third one, the Underslung mode. Yes, you can use the Ronin-S in this mode to get some really low-angle dope shots. When using the Underslung mode with the Ronin-S, avoid hitting the arm with the pen tilt axis. Yeah, so you should go down like this, and then continue and recenter. Then we have the lock mode, selfie and pause motors. For the lock mode, just hold the trigger and all the axes will hold its position. For the selfie mode, you just have to trigger the button 3 fast consecutive times. To turn back, trigger the button 2 consecutive times. And yeah, this also works for recentering the gimbal. And yeah, if you want to pause the motors without switching the gimbal, press twice the power button. And yeah, it will go on standby and you can, just make some adjustments. Or just leave it like this. And if you want to trigger it again, press the power button twice. And yeah, if you want to control the Ronin-S remotely, just enter the Ronin-S app, selecting the Create menu. On the video mode, you will have all the controls that you need for controlling the Ronin-S and some settings to play with. And yeah, you have some other creative modes in the app like panorama, time-lapse, motion-lapse that I will cover in some of my following tutorials. So concluding, holding the Ronin-S in flashlight mode isn't easy, and it's also painful after some 5 minutes or less. So if you want to take this shot, make sure that you have pretty much all set and framed correctly. Multiple repeats are going to stress your muscles. The best and most comfortable position is the upright mode, holding it with 2 hands, one on the grip and one to the tripod that acts like a second grip. And yeah, you have to actually get used to the Ronin-S weight. There is nothing to do here. Thanks to my beloved wife for the B-roll footage, thanks all of you guys for watching, and don't forget that bell ring icon so you get notified every time I make a new video. Until the next time, goodbye.